Hello YouTube, this is my first video tutorial and it's going to be on how to jailbreak 3.1.2 using BlackRa1n, which I personally believe is the easiest jailbreak ever. And you're probably thinking right about now, aren't there hundreds of other videos about jailbreaks out there? And yeah, there are, but I personally think most of them are incomplete or don't cover the easiest way to do it. So, as you can see, this iPod is relatively fresh. It's not a new iPod, but it's been restored recently. It is jailbroken, but in this tutorial it will be restored as part of the process. So, let's get started. Alright guys, now that I've walked you through basically what we're going to be doing, let's get started. Before you do anything, you're going to have to download a couple of files. First of all, like right now as I'm doing the video, the current version is 3.1.2, but after Apple upgrades to 3.2, you won't be able to get it from iTunes. So what you're going to need to do to get your firmware is go to this site, which will be in the description. felixbruns.de/iPod/firmware. On the bottom here, as you can see, there's this little thing that says iPhone, iPod Touch. And then right here it says the device name and then the firmware number. So like this one is iPhone 3G 3.1.2. I'm using an iPod Touch 2G on 3.1.2, so I will pick this one. Then you hit download, save, and I'll let that run as I get the other file going. The next file you're going to need is the BlackRa1n Jailbreak. So it's BlackRa1n, the I is 1, so BlackRa1n.com. This is what the site should look like. At the bottom is a little Windows and a little Mac icon. So I'm running on Windows, so I'd click this, but if you're on a Mac, click this, and it'll give you the Mac version. So I'm going to click the Windows button and save that file. So I will be back to you when that firmware finishes downloading. Alright guys, as you can see, BlackRa1n and the firmware are both downloaded, as I said, and as you can see, this is not the standard IPSW. It says zip. And this is a common problem, and I set my computer up to make this problem just so I could show you how to correct it. What you need to do is right-click it, and as you can see, there's no way to change anything. And so what you need to do is you need to go Home, Computer, and then over here click Organize, then Folder and Search Options, View, and unclick Hide Extensions for Known File Types. What this will do is it'll let you see the .zip extension on the file. See, as you can see now, it says restore.zip. So then you hit rename, and at the end just change .zip to .ipsw. Yes, I want to change it. And look, now it's the Apple IPSW file icon and file type, which lets iTunes recognize the file. And alright, so now what you have to do is open up iTunes. Sorry, my computer's not exactly blazing fast or anything. Alright, so let me just plug my iPod in. Just wait for it to recognize. Alright, here we go. Alright, so here's my iPod. What you have to do is if you're on Windows, hit Shift Restore. If you're on Mac, I think it's Option Restore or something like that. But Shift Restore. And then go to wherever you have that IPSW file, which for me is on my desktop. So select that, and then yeah, it'll say blah blah blah. It will restore it and verify. Just hit restore, and it'll start extracting and doing whatever it needs to do to restore your iPod, repair it, and this will make your iPod just like it's out of the box. So I will come back to you when this finishes. It'll take about 10 minutes. Alright guys, as you can see, my iPod has just finished restoring. Now I'm going to hit set up as a new iPod just to be 100% safe. It's clean. Continue, name it whatever you want. I wouldn't sync anything because it's just going to get changed around a little bit more. So Done. Wait for it to do its basic setup, so it's going to say syncing. It's not really, shouldn't be syncing anything. So now that that's done, alright, this is the part where I show you why this is absolutely the easiest jailbreak ever. You don't even have to put your iPod in the DFU mode. If you don't know what that means, you don't really have to. It's basically just like a forced restore mode, though. So what you do is start BlackRa1n, and all you have to do is hit this button that says Make It Rain. Alright, so then say entering recovery, and I'm going to switch to my digital camera to show you what it's doing. Alright guys, as you can see, little picture of this creepy guy with iPhone swirling around his head, just the same as his website, and you can't see, but there's a little swirly thing in the middle down there. Oh, see, yeah, there it goes. And that's what your iPod should look like now that it's being jailbroken and prepared. Alright guys, as you can see, this is the little edit home screen pop-up you get when you first get your iPod. Don't need to read that or anything, so as you can see, it's just two pages actually, because, you know, on a normal jailbreak, like the old ones with Red Snow and such, QuickPwn, you'd get Cydia on the second page. On this one, you have this nice little icon. It says BlackRa1n. Now this is why this jailbreak is a little bit weird. What you do is you start this little button that says BlackRa1n. Or I just forgot something. Before you do this, you have to get an internet connection, Wi-Fi. So, I'm just going to my settings. Connect to my network. This is a little bit awkward operating a camera with one hand. Alright, so now I'm connecting to my network, connected. Alright, so basically when you jailbreak it with this, it gives you this little icon that says BlackRa1n. This will let you download installers. As you can see now, Cydia, Rock, and Icy. I do not recommend Icy, but I do recommend Cydia. I guarantee you will need Cydia, and you might want Rock, so I'm going to go with both of this. If you're worried about it crashing, do one at a time, then hit install. And it will download them both, and then it'll install them both. So I'll get back to you when that's done. Alright guys, as you can now see, you are the proud owner of a jailbroken iPod with Cydia and Rock. Just one last thing, if you want to, go ahead, open up BlackRa1n, click this nice little uninstall button down here. You no longer need it. You can keep it if you want, but I personally like to get rid of it. So have fun with your new jailbreak, post in the comments anything you think I could do better, questions, or anything. Just give me a shout. Thanks for watching. Come back later. Subscribe.